Has Jason said anything?
I don't know. The police spoke to him yesterday. Have you no idea why you hit him?
Why would I hit Jason? Doesn't seem feasible. And if I did, for whatever reason, he wouldn't hurt me back. I'm sure of that.
Well, how sure?
Has he got much of a temper, Jason? I wouldn't imagine he has.
Well, something must have happened.
Yeah, I've never really seen Jason lose his rod before. Not properly, anyhow. Then again, you never really know, do you?
No engagement parties, nothing like that.
Oh, I don't know where people get the nerve.
This culture's obsessed by it. Any excuse to send a card or buy a present. Agnes in my office. She bought her niece an iPod for passing a driving theory test. This is the same woman who lent another woman's daughter a handbag so that she could go to a job interview. Remember me telling you?
You sound like Liam. Don't get him started on cards. They had this great uncle, right, who used to send them fivers for the birthday. Then the mum would make them write a thank you card. Then this great uncle would send back a thank you card and respond to the thank you card.
It's off the wall.
Yeah. However, you did keep sending me roses.
Have you looked in the mirror recently? I couldn't help myself.
Well, don't feel the need to stop, sending me flowers or with the flattery.
I put you in a jam, didn't I?
Nobody held a gun at me head.
You didn't just say yes to save an awkward silence.
Why don't you ask me again? No family, nobody's watching. Ask me if I'll marry you.
Carla Connor, light of my life, body of my dreams. Will you marry me?
Yes.
Good. Now get yourself to work before it grinds to a halt. The future Mrs. Gordon.
Oh, morning.
Morning.
These lorries are a pain, aren't they? It's a constant caravan of trouble.
I haven't seen any caravans, and you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs, Norris.
Tell you what gets on my nerve. It's the vans that deliver the Gazette of a morning, the way they leave their engines running when they're getting the papers off the back.
Oh, yeah, yes, but I mean, we all want a paper of a morning, don't we? Whereas we don't all want a block of flats on our doorstep.
Well, go on then, I dare you.
Beg your pardon?
I dare you to ask him, outright.
I ask him what? I don't know what you're talking
Well,
about.
because the answer is no. Jason had nothing to do with Gail Platt chucking herself downstairs.
Oh, that? No, I've forgotten all about that. Have the police made any progress, do we
He'd
know?
forgotten all about it.
They've asked me a few questions, Norris, and I answered them.
So why don't you scuttle off and tell Rita how he's always struck me as a wrong un?
Yes, well, nice talking to you.
Yeah, wasn't it?
So you are in effect saying that by tomorrow night he could be home, following his sister's safe return, yes?
I was gold, I was naked, were you there, were you there? I was gold, I was naked, were you there, were you there? And the creed and the colour and the name don't matter, were you there?
Hey, we used to sing that.
Did you all laugh at the naked bit?
Yeah.
We did not.
I've just spoken to Ches.
Yeah, Roy's on phone to social worker now, as if all had changed.
He went out for a walk with his foster parents yesterday, round Bramhall Park. They bought him a cup of tea, and he drank the whole thing out of politeness.
And does he not drink tea?
They could have offered him a Coke or an orange juice, couldn't they? Not just assume he drinks tea. I mean, well, out of 13 drinks tea.
Yeah, well, you should have spoken up then.
I asked him if he stuck his finger out like this when he drank it.
What did he say?
He said no, he didn't.
Right, you off to see Nick?
Yep. I want a full itinerary, hour by hour.
Don't blame you. Yeah, my cousin's nephew nearly drowned once in Corfu.
Eh?
But they're not going near the water, though, are they?
Amy's completely gone off yoghurts.
Vernon, it's a surfing holiday.
What's this?
Well, I'm just saying, you've got to keep your eye on them, though, haven't you? Your mum reckons Deirdre's put her off the yoghurts.
Well, it's like Betty says, innit? I mean, they go off stuff. They're just like us.
Yeah, I can't keep my eye on him, though, can I, Vernon? That's the whole point.
You're fussing over nothing.
Fussing? He's the one who mentioned flipping drowning.
Oh, Ryan's not going to drown. He's a perfectly capable swimmer.
No guarantee, though, is there? Got to watch the undertow.
Exactly what kind of yoghurts is Deirdre giving her?
Greek. Funnily enough.
Yeah. What exactly happened to your cousin's nephew, then?
Oh, he wants a little lad. No, he's in his 30s. Fell in the harbour, drunk.
Drunk? Steve, what if he gets drunk?
Oh, it's gorgeous, Mrs. Connor. No denying it. You mean you'd like to deny it? No.
Ooh, how much do you reckon it cost?
A lot.
Oh, I bet you'd like to know, wouldn't you?
I'd love to.
Have you tried cutting glass with it?
What do you reckon, about 10 grand? How much your Tony earn?
Shut you don't ask that.
Why not?
I have no idea how much he earns.
It's very nice taste, Mrs. Connor. It's a very nice rock.
Right, stop gawping, tea break's over.
I was saying, Mr. Connor, Mr. Gordon, he has very nice taste.
Yeah, immaculate taste. Now back to work, Vicky.
There's a wrestler called The Rock, isn't there?
There's a Chris Rock, there's a Northern Rock, there's all kind of rocks, Sal. Now back to your machines, eyes front.
Are you feeling all right? Not too hungover?
I'm feeling top class. Why'd you ask?
It's just that you seem a little bit subdued this morning.
Not in the slightest. Listen, I think you and the tea meister are perfect for each other. I really do. It's fantastic news.
Thanks.
Wear it with pride. I do. No pun intended.
If you think that's bad, my brother always wanted a pet monkey. Every birthday and every Christmas he'd be crying when he didn't get one. My mum and dad were constantly saying, Kirk, you can't have one, it's illegal. He even thought up a name for it and everything.
Maria, love, excuse me, Mrs. King, would it be all right with you if I took the rest of the afternoon off?
Yeah? Is everything okay?
Yes, it's just that you've only got 2 or 3 more booked and, well, after Mrs. Kaplan at 3:30 you could close up. Don't forget, she's just been widowed. Would you check she got my card?
Yeah, of course. Was Gail all right this morning?
Yeah, yes, Gail's fine. She's coming along. No, it's just 1 or 2 things I want to sort out, nothing for you to worry about.
Well, be good.
Oh, yes, ta-ta. Bye-bye, Mrs. King.
Hey, should I tell you what I wanted to call the monkey? Dirk. So it rhymed with Kirk.
Well, they'll know she's capable as soon as they see her. Who'd look at Fizz and think she wasn't capable?
They're routine checks. A short interview, I imagine, an inspection of the home environment, and then they can bring him back. Although she might be advised to apply for a residence order.
Right.
To attain parental responsibility.
Of course.
Kirk, it's not for me to pass judgment.
No, you've been brilliant, Roy. All these phone calls, all this stuff.
But I think that you should have told her on the telephone. And then she could have come straight home and all this would have been concluded.
I know.
Do you want me to call her now? Tell her what's happening.
She'll only worry. She's back tomorrow. I should tell her face to face. I'm sorry, Roy. I've done it all wrong, haven't I?
Totally.
Hiya! Anybody up there?
Hey, Audrey. You just missed him. He's gone to Rove to sort out Vernon. With a quote, I mean.
Well, actually, Jason, it's you I wanted to see.
Oh, Audrey, you're not going to have a go at me, are you? Because if you come to give me an earful, I can promise you now I had nothing to do with what's happened. I spoke to her, that's all.
Right. And she hit you?
Yeah, well, things got a bit heated, I admit.
Well, that's the bit I'm interested in, Jason.
It's just a misunderstanding. It was private.
In other words, you don't want to tell me what you talked about. Love, I would have thought at a time like this you'd have gone to great pains to demonstrate your innocence.
All right, look. It was Becky that overheard you and Gail talking the calf, something to do with abortion. At least that's what Becky thought she heard. And so I assumed that you were talking about Sarah.
Sarah?
Yeah, I thought Sarah had an abortion.
What?
So I went round to see Gail. And Audrey, I was furious. I didn't stop to think
just
what
hang on, love, hang on. Just, now, you say Becky thought she heard us talking about an abortion, And you thought it was Sarah?
I wanted to know if she was pregnant with my kid. I was going out my mind.
Yeah, understandably.
And that's when she slapped me to make me see sense.
Jason, Sarah didn't have an abortion. She wasn't pregnant.
I know. I realise that now.
Was that all that she said, Gail?
She said that it had nothing to do with me or Sarah, and I told the police all this. But I can't understand how Becky got into her head about abortions. She must have misheard.
Yeah, maybe.
Borgia, you can understand, if you just found out you'd had your kid aborted, you'd be angry too, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But I calmed down, honestly, and I left. That was the end of it. Next thing I hear, she's had a fall, and everyone thinks I did it.
No, Jason, no. I can assure you that is not the case, my love.
Look, if you need out else, you know where I am.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it could have been worse. She could have been brain damaged. So what's a wheelchair in the greater scheme of things?
Hey, who's in a wheelchair? Gail?
Yeah, she will be. On a tempera.
A couple of ice bombs, Roy, please.
I am sat here, so before you start, our Jason had naught to do with it.
Nobody believes Jason did it, Eileen.
Well, tell that to the police, because they've had him in for 3 hours.
3 hours? Told me half an hour.
Yeah, well, I exaggerate when I'm tense. Anyway, our Jason wouldn't hurt a fly, would he? In fact, he literally ushers flies out of our house.
Actually, I want to get back to the hospital.
You want Alan?
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Oh, give her our love, Audrey, and tell her I'll try and pop in again tomorrow, maybe. It's terrible about a memory, isn't it?
Audrey?
Oh, Gail.
Oh, well, it's only partial, temporary, like, you know.
Well, it's very common with injuries of this nature. A bang on the head can sometimes erase huge chunks of one's past.
I've got a terrible memory. I don't even know where I put my keys or what day Kevin's birthday is. Anyway, I'll see you later.
All right,
Thanks, Rosie.
Bye. Hey, Roy. Vicky's got a cracking memory. She says she can remember her first birthday.
This is true. I received a box of Lego and a pale green dress.
There's a chance that you might just remember it from photos.
Well, some people claim to remember being inside the womb.
Ah, well, that's just showing off. I mean, how on earth can you prove that, huh?
Your mum says there's girls going.
I know.
You know, one of them's your age.
I know, I've met her, Katie.
Katie. What's she like?
She goes to a school where they have to wear a hat, like a straw bolter type thing.
A hat. That means there's money involved. Whatever you do, don't sign a prenup.
Oh, leave him alone.
You know, your mum has grilled Nick about every aspect of this trip. She can even tell you the colour scheme in the bedroom he's staying in.
Yep. He's going to let you do some bodyboarding where it's shallow, but listen, you're not to go too far out, all right?
Yeah, don't go too far out, because you'll get torn to shreds by a shark.
I'm being very well looked after by this chivalrous young man. They call him David Platt.
Oh, do they now?
And he assures me it's going to continue once we get home. Look, grapes, coffee, chocolate brownies, 3 magazines.
Yeah, I got one of those magazines for free, though, because it were last month's. That woman in that kiosk loved me. Hey, do you know they're all volunteers?
Emily does it sometimes.
Yeah? So bouncing Eccles cakes as well.
He's keeping my spirits up, aren't you? Full of surprises.
Oh, yeah. It should be nice and chilled by now.
Oh, I've forgotten to bring up the flowers I bought you. Oh, David, go and fetch them from the car.
You don't have to keep buying me flowers.
No, they'll probably be on the passenger seat.
Well, where you parked?
Oh, right over by the entrance to the maternity unit.
Right.
What? I said, Liz. I said, no, this is not reasonable. This is robbery of the Dalitz variety. See, there is no such thing as mates in the building trade. The only thing Bill Webster's missing is a lasso and a Stetson.
Vernon, I really can't see Bill ripping you and Liz off.
Hey, I don't even smoke. I'm not doing this for myself.
Yeah, well, I better get back in.
He's not even available till July. I said, forget about Wild Bill Webster. I got in touch with a couple of mates of mine in the building trade.
Right, hang on a minute. I thought you said there was no such thing as mates in the building trade.
Well, they're cheap, they're available, and they could knock it up in a couple of days, cash in hand. I said, Liz, you have got to trust me on this one. And eventually, she said yes.
Right, so what's the problem then?
Drink one.
Not a thing.
It's just... Well, he said there'd been a misunderstanding.
Go on.
Well, as far as I could make out, right, the reason he came to see you was because he got it into his head that Sarah was having an abortion.
See? How?
Oh, something Becky from Roy's overheard. I mean, he realises now he got the wrong end of the stick. But he did get quite agitated by the sound of things. And so did you. So that's probably why you slapped him.
Do you know, I do vaguely. Maybe it's because you've just mentioned it, but I do think I remember him saying something about an abortion.
Oh, there you are. Anyway, I don't think that led to this.
Maybe I don't remember. I don't know.
You didn't say anything about Tina's abortion to anybody, did you?
No. I don't think so. We agreed to keep it under wraps, didn't we?
Gran, I couldn't see the flowers anywhere.
What? Oh! You know what I've done, don't you? I've put them on the roof of the car and then I've driven off without realising.
You got some competition here, Mum. You won't have any marbles left between you both soon.
Will you be wanting a lift home, David?
No, you get off. I'll stay and keep Mum company for a little bit.
I was kind of assuming that you and Liam would disapprove, you know. I wasn't really looking forward to this conversation much.
My life's too short for all that car.
Yeah. I think I'll make a decent husband.
Well, I hope you're aiming a bit higher than decent, love.
Yeah, Vern. People like this. Me and Maria were just discussing our best going out music ever, right? Mine was I Want to Be Adored, Stone Roses, obviously. Maria's was, what was it now? I Say a Little Prayer, Dionne Warwick.
Oh, I love that. And the Aretha Franklin version.
Ah, Walking on Sunshine. That'll be Liz's. Oh, look who's here. Congratulations are in order, I believe.
It is. Flash Gordon.
Thanks very much.
Now, she's had a drink on the house, so what are you having?
Well, in that case, I'll start with the brandy, thank you.
Tony, what's your favourite going out music? You know, for when you're picking an outfit, putting your face on.
It'd have to be anything by you too, I guess.
Cautious, but not bad.
Best going out music of all time?
Oh, Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run.
You can laugh, you're his common law wife.
Mine's got to be something like Having Butterflies, something dead dramatic.
They're pretentious.
How is that pretentious? I genuinely enjoy it.
Here, Johnny and mine, here we go. 1, 2, 1.
Oh, Liam! Have you seen the size of Dev's new razor?
It is massive. He brought it down especially to show me.
I went in, it's on the counter. Looks like one of them things that you used to scrape ice off your car.
Audrey! Hey. What's up? Sweetheart? What's going on?
I think perhaps I should assist Kirk in breaking the news to Fizz.
When's she back?
Sometime tomorrow. Afternoon, I believe.
It's going to be like telling someone a loved one's died, innit?
Well, hopefully not. I mean, I'm assuming the situation can be reversed fairly swiftly, whereas death is quite final.
No, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, he's not dead. He's just drinking tea instead of orange juice.
Good night, Becky.
Are you scared of dying?
Well, of course.
Do you ever imagine your own funeral? Who'll turn up? Stuff like that?
Chesney will come home tomorrow, and all will be well. Of that I'm certain. So let's put thoughts of mortality out of our minds.
Imagine being dead, though. I mean, you can't, can you? It's like trying to imagine nothing. Have you ever tried that? Don't work. Because even when you try and imagine nothing, that is something.
So, Tina had an abortion, and David didn't know about it.
We kept it to ourselves.
And you still don't know about it?
But do you remember how vicious he was that Christmas with Ivy's Dara?
I remember Maureen. The rest of the day's a blur.
No, but when he discovered that Gail nearly had an abortion, do you remember how he took that?
Audrey.
You see, I think that's what set him on this path in the first place. Thinking that his mother never wanted him. And then if he thought that she'd help Tina get rid of his own child... Bill, come on, think about that. What if he'd found that out and confronted Gail, huh?
You think he pushed her down the stairs?
Well, yeah. No, but possibly.
What, and left her for dead? I mean, he was fussing round her like an old chambermaid last night. Do you think it was all an act?
Bill, I don't know what to think.
Maybe we should tell the police.
Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm not going to the police, right? I'll talk to David. Yeah, I'm going to talk to David, right? And I'm going to find out the truth.
Tonight, Rock Rivals depends on both of you. And you put the format rights for the show up for question, and the whole equation will be frozen.
Without me, you haven't got a show. Don't screw this up.
More tension between Mal and Karina in Rock Rivals at 9.